Okay, so some of you will have seen this in Show My Homework already, but I'm really just sort of setting the scene where we're at now. Okay, so I'm just going to read what I wrote in Show My Homework. So we've now completed the syllabus. So well done, everyone. We've managed to get through all the things we were supposed to in this scheme of work. And I'd say we've done that at about exactly the same time as we would have done had we been in school. Okay, so just to stress, we do not have exams, all right? You will not be taking any tests of any sort. It's just not appropriate to take those while you're at home. But I thought we should still go through the revision process because it's important that while I know you're good at all the topics we've done recently, it's going to be really useful to check you can still remember all the stuff we did in the Michaelmas term and all the stuff we did in the Lent term. So my idea is this week we're going to be focusing on practicing all the topics we covered in your opening term. Okay, so that's going to be the stuff that was in the setting test and the stuff that was after the setting test in that first term. Now, what seemed to me to be a sensible idea was that you guys just work through the revision pack of questions that we had before you took the Michaelmas test. So there's a link for that on Show My Homework. You can just see there on Show My Homework, there's a link to that pack. You can also go on to Teams, where I've set up the normal page, and you can click on a link to the pack, or I've just gone and popped on Teams as a post a link to. So there's lots of places where you can go and get hold of the pack. Now, it may be that you don't want to waste the paper and run the pack out, or you just haven't got a printer working at home. That's fine. I've also uploaded all the questions so you can see it as a picture on Teams. So let me know if you're not able to access the questions somehow or other, and I will let you know. Now, the benefit of using this pack, or another benefit, is that I've already done a video on YouTube explaining all the answers. Okay, and again, you can access that either by the link on Show My Homework, or again, I've also just provided that link as a post. I posted it about 10 minutes ago. Now, what I don't want you doing is just sort of sitting back and just listening to the video and just copying out all the answers and sort of just sort of kidding yourself that you actually understand how to do everything. What I want you to do is to try and work your way through the pack, and as you go, you can check your answers using the video. So if you're confident you've got it right, you can use the video just to check your answers. If you're not sure how to do it, just play the video backwards and forwards a few times and see if that sorts you out. So what else? Other points I wanted to cover. I have set a couple of assignments over the last few days. Okay, now obviously the first one I've set is what we're doing this week. Okay, the Michaelmas test revision pack. So that's what I was just talking about. Now, a completely separate assignment I've set is the Lent term test. Okay, now I've referred to it in some of your reports that I've written. Okay, where you didn't do quite as well as you might have done in the Lent term test, I've just referred to in your report saying that you might want to take this test again. I haven't said that you have to take it again. Okay, but if you choose to go and do that test again, then it is set up as an assignment if you wish to do so. So just be very clear in your mind. That Lent term test is just something voluntary that you might want to do at some point. It's the Michaelmas test revision pack that which we're working through this week. Okay. Now, you'll be those of you who update a lot will be familiar with a page looking like this. Okay, so as I said, I've set this up as an assignment. Now, I'm not looking for you necessarily to upload all your workings. I mean, you're welcome to if you can, but I'm conscious of the fact that could be lots of pages. But what I would like you to do when you finish the work this week, I would like you just to go onto that page and just answer these questions. Okay. So what mark did you get? Now, we're going to have 3 lessons this week. All 3 lessons this week, we will have you working on that Michaelmas pack. Okay. Now, there are 35 questions in total, and it may be that over the 3 lessons you can get all 35 done, and that's wonderful. Well done. And you could say, yeah, I got 33 out of 35. Now, don't worry if you don't get the pack finished. It doesn't matter. It's not like we've got a test coming up. If you've only done, say, 20 questions by the time the 3 lessons are up, that's fine. And just write down that you got 12 out of 20, something like that. Obviously, if you whip through the work really quickly and you don't need all 3 lessons to complete that revision pack, then I'd like you to go back over to our first to 50 challenge and just complete some other Hegarty exercises of your choice. Okay. Anyway, back to these 4 questions. So what mark did you get? Now, this will be really useful for me. Are there any questions that you don't understand? Now, clearly I can help you all individually. But if I see that the same questions are coming up time and time again, then I can make sure that I do some more videos on that. And then just following on from that, if you are struggling with some specific questions, just let me know either on this sheet or just by messaging me on Teams, and I can obviously get back to you. Okay, so I'm not abandoning you for the week. I would suggest that each of our first form lessons this week, we just check in at the beginning of each lesson just for a really quick catch up live lesson. Okay, and then obviously I'll help you anytime you want this week, but in particular, I will obviously be free during the times that we will be having our normal lessons. So if you've got any burning questions on the packs, feel free to ask me anytime, but I could be working on something else. I've got lots of reports to write at the moment, for example. But obviously, when we've got our 3 lessons, I will be just dedicated to just watching teams and just seeing what queries you guys may have. So that's just the first page of the pack. Okay, as I said, there's 35 questions there, 3 lessons. If you don't finish, don't worry. If you finish early, continue with the first to 50 challenge. If you've got the downloaded version of this, or the online version of this, you'll see that the link to the answers is also at the top there as well. So that's another way you can link through to the videos. So I guess your starting point, guys, is just to go away and make sure you can access the pack all right. Okay, and then to make a start. And then also make sure that through any of those ways that I said, so show my homework, through the link on posts on Teams, you can access the videos, the YouTube videos as well. Okay, guys, that's it. So off you go, please.